global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Global Happenings Today. There was a backlash over the fact that Chief Ralph Wazirike, the leader of MASOB, another agitating group for Biafra, had pitched his tent with Yahaya Bello, another presidential aspirant, leaving his zone, his region, Southeast, for another region entirely. A lot of people came for him. Even Ohaneze and Ndigbo called him a persona non grata. But as we speak, it looks like we are not done with the issue of endorsement, having known that Southeast have been asking, demanding, and also making their rights known that they are also equal stakeholders in Nigeria and they deserve to get the presidential slot for 2023. Well, in a moment, you're going to find out what is dividing the house and why people are wondering what is going on in Southeast. Why are they not speaking with one voice if they indeed want the 2023 presidential seat? Before we go into the newspaper, like you subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, the Ohaneze Ndigbo Youth Council on Monday said it has endorsed the national leader of the All Progressive Congress, Bola Tinubu, for president in 2023 general elections. Addressing the journalists after its meeting in Enugu, the leader of the council, Miracle Nwosu, said his members were delighted to identify with the APC chieftain as the foremost national political leader in contemporary Nigerian political dispensation, who is in the forefront of providing good governance and dividends of democracy in our developing society. Nwosu stated that having carefully extolled the Tinubu's visionary leadership qualities, forthrightness, and uncommon courage, he would surely lead Nigerian youth and the nation to greater heights and out of economic peril. He said, and I quote, "It is in the light of this we call all his party delegates in their party upcoming 2022 APC presidential primaries, especially Southeast delegates, to vote and ensure His Excellency Asiwaju Bola Tinubu emerges as the presidential flag bearer of APC. If he becomes president, Igbo nation and her youth will benefit more, which he demonstrated when he was the former governor of Lagos State. So I urge our Igbo brothers from Southeast to support his candidature because he has impacted more in the lives of our people who are doing businesses in Lagos State." Nwosu commended Tinubu for being an exceptional politician and a distinguished leader who has effected monumental democratic change in the country's political evolution. It is our sincere desire that Almighty God will grant him the enabling grace, wisdom, and protection in this strategic endeavor, he said. This is coming from Ohaneze Youth Council. This is getting more dramatic than I thought. Just some days back, people are shouting, Chief Ralph Wazirike is a saboteur, is a this, but there's something Chief Ralph Wazirike said, and I'll paraphrase. I said even that the reason why he will not pitch his tent with the Southeastern Igbo presidency or presidency from Igbo extraction or Southeastern extraction. He said because they are not united, they are divided. So this one will always go with this. So let him pinch with someone he knows, that will deliver than saying Igbo presidency or a presidency of Igbo extraction, because it's a matter of time they would begin to divide. They don't speak with one voice, unfortunately. Ohaneze Youth Council have decided to pitch their tent, not with Yahaya Bello this time around, but this time around with Bola Tinubu, and they called him a visionary leader, a leader that is that has youth in mind. Oh, money is good. Let me just laugh a little, please pardon me. What is making this comical is the fact that this is the same region that their elders have been shouting and screaming that they have been marginalized. They don't get to sit on the apex seat, which is the presidential seat. They've not really sat on Aso Rock as the one controlling the president of the country. And now a lot of regions, even Afenifere, are beginning to speak for them. Say, look, for equity and justice sake, can this whole thing go to Southeast? And the youth are saying, no, let it go to Southwest. We are pitching with Bola Tinubu. And we, honestly, is this how Southeast is going to run this thing? Are they going to continue like this? Some persons are saying that the reason why this is so is because Ohaneze have two groups. And in the Obiozol-led Ohaneze, there is no youth group. This is not realistic at all. I could still remember the interview that Pa Debanjo had. He said that what has kept him alive is that he's waiting to see an Igbo man mount that seat as the president. And now even the Ohaneze Youth Council are now pitching their tent with the Southwesterner. Pa Adebanjo himself is even a Southwesterner, but he's rooting for Ndigbo. To make it very interesting, with all I have seen, Igbo people are awesome, marvelous when it comes to the issue of business acumen, and growing their business, individualistic wealth. They are top notch. You can't beat them in that game. But it looks like when it comes to political structure, it's something else. They seem not to have a strong political structure. And I also noticed, well, quite unfortunately though, that everyone is a king. Tell Governor David Umahi now to step down so that they can give consensus vote to someone like Peter Obi. He will tell you for what. What makes Peter Obi better than me? I can best Peter Obi. I have structures that can be. Who is Peter Obi? The former governor. I'm a sitting governor. So you now begin to see that it may be a bit difficult to unite them. They all seem not to see reasons why the other person should not. Everybody's a king in his right. The only person who have been able to, so to speak, unify them when it comes to the issue of politics and probably has been Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And it's not about 100%, it's not even 100%, about 70% have been able to follow Mazi Nnamdi. They had this captivating ability to have done that. But other than Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it has been almost difficult to bring Ndigbo in one unifying factor other than business, especially in political space. Now, with what is going on, while other regions are rooting for Southeast, the Southeast youth are rooting for a Southwesterner. Have you now seen that even one other region to say, okay, guys, produce your candidate? All the political aspirant need to do is to just find some nice money bags, all right, and just share it with the youth. They will begin to sing a different tone. And now you begin to wonder. Then the next thing the aspirant will say, we are telling them to produce a president. They don't seem to believe in their own aspirant. They seem to know that we have the capacity to rule. So let's just forget about this issue of consensus. Let's just give it to anybody who the cap fits. Even their youths are vying for us, Southwesterners. You now begin to see that this divided and rule is not even emanating from the Fulanis, quote unquote, like you would say. It's even coming amongst the youth. Some persons are saying these are not Obiozo youths. They are some random youths. Whether random youth or not, are they Ndigbo youth? Yes. Unfortunately, that's where we're going to wrap it up. If this continues, I'm afraid there may likely not even be a president from the southeastern extraction if this trend continues. That's what we're going to wrap it up. Let's put in our comment section what's your take.